Welcome to Point of View with Vic Christian. I'm your host, Vic Christian, and on our premiere show today, we're discussing everyone's favorite topic, relationships. Are we expecting too much on our initial dates and not enough in our relationships, or vice versa? Join me and my panel to discuss and see what happens. Great expectations, today on Point of View with Vic Christian. Hi everyone, welcome back to Point of View with Vic Christian. I'm your host, Vic Christian. Today we are discussing great expectations in our relationship. And with this being our first episode, let me introduce you to our guest celebrity panel. To my right here, I have the comedian and woman extraordinaire, the proud Tasha Tummings.
Hey!
Next to her is the author of the book, It's Just a Damn Date, and can be heard on Radio 1's 1450 and television shows shown right here on CTV Channel 76. Please welcome Tariq Omari Wilton, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we have our local big celebrity guest right here. This man right here can be seen on the hot internet web show Anacostia and the new movie coming out, Misunderstanding and Prayer. Life, Please. Well, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. So, okay, please welcome Walter Maxfield Jones. Now, the thing that we're going to do different here is that before the show, we asked one of our studio audiences would they like to be part of the panel. We did pick one person, and we'd like you to welcome him right now. Please welcome Kenny Speed, right here. Kenny Speed. Jump right in, Speed, whenever you want to, all right?
All right.
All right, Tariq, I'm going right to you first, man. Why did you write the book?
What I really wanted to do, after talking to a lot of different people and realizing that a lot of people are going through the same things, I wanted to help people have better relationships. I wanted them to realize that what you're going through, you're not the only person who's gone through that. And there are different things you can do to really prepare yourself to either be in a relationship, to go on a date, or just to better know yourself in terms of how you interact with different people. So I just want to help people out.
That sounds really decent, but reading the book, it's just more of a sense of you were trying to tell people that they had too much that they expected when they went out on a first date. And I find that that is all too often the case, especially with women. Tasha, I know you want to jump right in.
I want to jump so hard.
Okay, hold on. But just for a second,
Okay.
I find that a lot of women expect so much on the first date because, I don't know, I think we still live in a society, and maybe it's just the way humans are, that the woman is supposed to find a mate and be able to attract a man. I mean, and am I reading that wrong in what you were trying to get across in your book?
I mean, that's part of it, but I think, and the book really addresses everybody. It addresses men and women because we all have these great expectations. You know, guys, a lot of times, we want to just jump into bed off the first date.
Yeah,
you know, women a lot of times, they want to try and find a relationship off that first date. And so I'm trying to address everybody with that. So we all have our different expectations. A lot of times guys, other than the sex part, they're looking for things just like women are.
Yeah,
you know?
Walter, look, you on the internet. I mean, you know, you got a web show. No, I mean, no, you're on the internet. That's synonymous with sex. But no, I'm just saying, you're on the internet and you have a new movie coming out right now. I'm pretty sure, you know, you're not a bad-looking guy. People thought you were Maxwell when you walked in and whatever. And what's your take on it? Because Tasha's gonna go. When Tasha goes, I'm letting y'all know right now, she's gone.
I think that everyone has different expectations on the first date, but you have to realize a first date's almost like a commercial. People are giving their representatives. They're not really showing who they really are.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of times guys are going to spend more money than they usually would because it's the first date.
Yeah, we do.
Certain people do because they're trying to give the illusion that they have money, or that they're a baller, or that they can provide all these nice things.
And I'll tell you, the first date, I'm broke. I'm an artist. I'm broke.
I heard nothing. I mean, balder.
So I think that it's important for people to just be themselves, not give their representative initially. Actually, just be yourself. You don't have to do anything extravagant.
See, now that's easier said than done. But when you're trying to impress somebody, I mean, like, you know,
stop trying
to impress
people.
them. Exactly.
Wait a minute. Come on, Robert. Let's be honest with this. Wait a minute. Kenny, before I get Tasha in, you say something, okay? I know what Tasha's going to say. Go ahead.
Burning.
Well, since I'm the only one that doesn't look like he just jumped off of Ebony and Jet from the other brothers up here.
Wow.
I'm going to just be honest. I mean, what is it about being, like you said, just be honest?
Right.
But honestly, we really can't be honest.
Thank you.
You really, as much as you want to.
Thank you.
Why can't you be honest?
Why can't you be honest?
Why can't you be honest?
Because maybe 8 out of 10 times, if you're honest with somebody, they're not going to like who you really are.
I don't believe that.
I like
Now I don't agree with that entire statement, but I agree with most of it. I think that initially you can't be honest with, especially with a lot of women out here, because they're so materialistic.
Right.
And because they're so materialistic, I try to weed that out. I mean, like Tasha right here. Tasha buys her own gold, as you can see on her shirt. But Tasha is able, you know what I'm saying, to do for herself. She probably doesn't have that problem. But you know what? Let me. Tasha, what do you think about the situation?
My issue is of course you have to have expectations going into a date. Of course. You have to have expectations when you meet somebody.
Like
why? I mean, I understand that.
What should the expectation be, though? What should the
When going
expectation
on a date, you're not going to get the 100% who the person is, but you would hope that you would get at least not the representative, but at least somebody that knows the person well. Y'all talking about a representative.
So you already know that it's going to be somebody just pretending to be someone else.
I don't like, you don't say pretending. You're yourself at your job. You're a different person at your job than you are when you at home, aren't you? So
like you
maybe
wear
on your
masks.
so maybe on the first date you don't. I'm not gonna be on the first date, but I'm gonna.
We have to be date professional.
Exactly.
So your first date is basically an interview, is what you're saying.
Of course.
And I say the total opposite in the book. I say a date is not an interview. When you go out, you're supposed to just go out and have a good time.
But when you don't know somebody,
the only expectation you should have,
the
only expectation you should have going out on a date is to have a good time.
It's kind of like
whatever happens from there is
easier
open.
said than done.
You're supposed to have a good
really
time.
not.
It's kind of like having going to happy hour with your coworkers. You can only get but so much open.
Exactly.
Right.
You still have to maintain some type of professionalism. However, you can get a little looser, but not too loose that they're going to talk about you around the office cooler.
And that's how it should be the first time that you're interacting with somebody, for them to see who you are and who you would like them to know of you for the first. No, for real, because you don't want to get too comfortable. You don't want to get too comfortable on the first date.
I said get comfortable. I said just have a good time.
I'm sorry, Tariq. Go ahead.
I wasn't saying getting comfortable. I'm saying just have a good time.
Yeah.
As a woman, you should be looking to have a good time. As a guy, I should be looking to give you a good time. Okay. You know, I'm not talking about marriage. I'm not talking about where we're gonna go after this. There might not be a second date.
Let me stop you right there.
For this first date, let's just enjoy this.
There's 2 point of views on what a good time is for a man and a woman.
And that's what the problem is.
A good time for a woman is, oh, he took me out and we went to dinner, we went to the Red Sage, and then we went to this and that, and he took me home and I gave him a kiss. And a good time for a guy is, am I getting some? That's all I want to know. That's it.
And I talk about that in the book too.
Line.
That's another expectation that guys need to step away from. Not looking to try and get it on that first date. Just enjoy yourself. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it eventually. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy that period.
I agree. I have
Be
this
in the
theory.
moment. Stop worrying about what's gonna happen afterwards.
I agree with you. I have this theory that women know within 5 minutes after meeting a man.
It's not a
even the
theory.
first
It's
date.
true.
Tasha knows.
I think it's true. I think
Within the first 10
She's
seconds.
practicing.
However, it's up to a guy to talk himself out of it.
Exactly.
Like they know initially, women want it just as bad as we do, but they want us to go this way to get it, and we just want to go straight.
Exactly.
And that's the difference.
But if you want somebody, you should go that way. You should be willing to jump the hoop.
If you want to go straight,
from a man's perspective, I will say this. From a man's perspective, the reason why we at least try to go straight initially, because you got to see if the woman is can I say?
Tramp.
Tramp.
Yeah, you gotta know she a freak.
Like my grandmother said, she's fast.
You have to know that she's fast. And a lot of times, many guys.
Why does that matter? Why does that matter also?
Because men have went through this. You've
hold
had
on. Why does it matter if a
girl
woman's fast or not?
Because you meet a girl.
I don't consider it
I'm about
fast.
to
I
tell you
consider
why.
her
I'm about to tell you why right now.
Break it down for
Because
me.
She understands who she is and what she
Most guys have had
wants.
this story at some point in life. They meet a girl, they treat her like a queen, like she a princess. They pay for dinner, they take her out, they hold her hand, they cuddle, all that type of stuff. They date her for a month, 2, 3 months, whatever, and they finally hit it. And then they take her out and introduce her to your boy, and your boy's like, yo, you're the first night, son. So yeah, and you like, man, I've been treating this girl like a queen for 3 months.
But wait a minute,
and I could have hit it for the first night.
Wait a minute, does that change the fact that so she's not a queen anymore because maybe she got with your homeboy at a different
But it might, but look,
circumstance?
it
Maybe
might
he
have
had
been
better
two
game
different
than
people.
Damn, but
Maybe he had better
It might have been, but it might have been 2 different
Maybe
levels of
he gave him
cats,
weak.
though. I mean, he's like Kenny was calling us the ebony cats, and he's saying, I'm the only one that doesn't look like an ebony cat. Maybe he would take 2 months. Maybe you would take 2 hours.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But no,
You're not saying anything that you
that's
can't
not
get it
how-
quick, Kenny.
And it also
unless he
depends.
try.
And it also depends on where that person or that female is at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure indeed.
Right.
If you already met her the same time your boy met her, you might have been the one that
True
could have
indeed.
hit that
True
night.
indeed.
You
True
know.
indeed.
But if she's gone through something and she feels as though like one of the shows that's out right now is What Chili Wants.
Right.
You know?
Horrible.
But
Sorry, it's a horrible program that makes all.